At the next two, which is seeing good in God and everything and alchemizing hate into love. I'll look at the bottom one first, alchemizing hate into love. How do you do that? How do you love the person that has done something wrong to you or your family or your children? So it's almost unthinkable, almost unreal. But as a person develops their own spirituality, moves towards saintliness, and removes their attachment to self. And so when the attachment to self means that you're not overly interwound with your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own desires, your own five senses, that you realize that there's a higher meaning, a higher purpose, that you are in fact a higher being. There's a soul within you that has come down for a purpose. So that idea of rejection of self, in that sense, rejection of ego, in these things, you will recognize that even the person that has hurt you or your family has similarly a soul in it, a soul which is suffering under the heavy, heavy burden of evil, where evil is winning the battle in that person. And the ability for us to reject what we are feeling, to reject our human emotions, and develop the divine emotions and the divine thought of how do I put that person on the right track, because that person's soul is also suffering and it's also part of God. So you see, just as just as the entire all the amishasmans, all the yazids, all the divine entities are holding up creation and working ceaselessly, endlessly, tirelessly, selflessly to promote our deficient um, characters, to promote them into something that is more saintly and ultimately move towards God, move towards the Frashagard for all humanity. So all of these things are working ceaselessly for that. Similarly, we have to develop those kind of thoughts and emotions in us and learn to suppress our own anxieties, our own anger, our own hatred, our own disgust, and learn to work for God, for His purpose, for our Mazda, for the salvation of humanity. And we cannot leave anyone behind. It's not like we can move forward and leave the rest behind, because all humans have God's soul in them, and all of them have to be converted. So these are the very difficult virtues that we have to learn to develop as human beings. And we can start at the very base level, start with what we can do, and slowly, very slowly, as we develop some of the other virtues of the other Amasasvins, we will find tremendous strength, and God will send His tremendous strength to you to do what is right. Once you want to do what's right, once you want to move on that path, there's an incredible amount of help that comes from divinity and from within.